Senator, I thought... can I ask you what turned it around?
I think this just goes to prove that there's no substitute for hard work. It's time that we cleaned up the air in this country, and this fuel additive, BE85, is a great place to start.
Senator Adams, do you have the muscle to get this bill out of subcommittee and onto the floor?
Oh, absolutely. I promise you, we're going to have a vote by the end of the week. No arm twisting necessary.
What about the oil lobby? They're committed to defeating this bill.
Well, big oil is concerned with profits, not people, and I'm not going to let any special interest stand in the way of this bill.
It's getting late, Senator. Thank you, everybody. Dave Pettigrew will be glad to answer any of your questions. He's the man who helped develop BE85 for Centrex. Dave? Thanks, Chief.
Pettigrew.
Mr. Pettigrew.
Kyle, good to see you.
Senator Adams, what about Centrex? Aren't they a special interest group, too?
Well, not unless you consider fuel efficiency a special interest.
They did contribute heavily to your campaign, Senator.
Kyle, come on, that's unfair. So did the Sierra Club and about 14 other environmental groups.
Okay, that's all for now. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, the dairy farmers at 11, photo walk with the Idaho State soccer champs at 1, and the Transportation Committee meeting at 3. They're waiting for final wording on the BE85 bill.
Well, that's all taken care of. What about dinner?
Barbecue with meat packers, 6 o'clock.
Oh, good. Well, I'll come hungry.
Good, because the Automakers Awards dinner is at 8:30.
No rest for the weary.
Oh, man, you're good at handling the press, Richard. That bill is a shoo-in.
Can I use some of that?
Sure.
That Kyle Haller sure is a pain in the ass.
Well, he's a reporter. It's his job to be a pain in the ass. Is he Evan?
Evan, look out!
Hello, Senator Adams. I'm Dr. McKenna, head of neurology here at the hospital. The ER attending has asked me to consult.
Are my injuries that severe, then?
Oh, no, not at all. You've been very lucky. We think you've just got a concussion.
Doctor?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We just want to give you the best care possible.
Doctor, what about my aide, Evan? How is he?
I'm sorry, he didn't survive the accident. But he didn't suffer, if that's any comfort. I've always been a strong supporter of your campaign. I only wish we'd met under more pleasant circumstances. This is strange. I'm gonna have to order new MRIs.
Why?
Somebody's obviously made a mistake.
What kind of mistake?
Why don't we finish up here and get you back upstairs?
Tell me what's wrong with my x-rays, Doctor.
According to these pictures, your brain seems to have 4 lobes instead of 2. And you have organs in your body that I don't recognize.
There is nothing wrong with your television. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are now controlling the transmission. We control the horizontal and the vertical. We can deluge you with 1,000 channels or expand one single image to crystal clarity and beyond. We can shape your vision to anything our imagination can conceive. For the next hour, we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the deepest inner mind to the outer limits. The Roman philosopher Boethius said, In other living creatures, the ignorance of themselves is nature. But in men, it is a vice. Imagine treading into the deep recesses of oneself and finding someone you never knew existed.
Get dressed. We're getting out of here.
Well, they haven't finished with me.
Yes, they have. Come on, Senator. We don't have much
I
time.
can dress myself, damn it. You want to tell me what's going on here?
Don't you realize how dangerous it is letting them run all these tests? You want medical attention, you come to us.
What are you talking about, Peter?
Do you know who we are?
Yeah, of course I know who you are. You're my security detail.
Great. You've got a syndrome case.
What? Senator Adams, you shouldn't be standing. What are you doing with those patients' x-rays? What is going on?
We're taking the senator for security purposes.
Well, I'd strongly advise against that. He has a severe concussion and should be checked for internal bleeding.
Thank you for your help, Dr. McKenna. The Senator Adams has his own medical staff.
Well, I'm sure they'd agree with me. Who are you?
Agent Tennyson, ma'am. This agent will debrief you.
This is highly irregular. Those hospital those belong to the...
Right this way, sir. Okay.
Take off his blindfold.
Who's there?
Okay, make sure he doesn't see you.
What do you want from me?
He's pretty confused.
Answer me.
What is your mission?
I'm a United States Senator, damn it.
Answer truthfully. What is your mission?
I don't know who you are or what you think you're doing, but somebody's gonna pay for this.
Inject him. Maybe that will help.
Wait a minute. You can't do this to me. Wait a minute.
Do you remember now? Tell us about the mission.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the Kasarek syndrome, which makes him a security risk. We will have to terminate him.
Senator, we want to help you. Tell us about the mission. Goodbye, Richard. I'm sorry. Kill him.
Obviously, he hadn't taken his supplement. He didn't even know what it was. Take him down here further. Less activity.
So much for going home.
My God, honey, are you okay? What?
Let's just go inside, Mother. I don't understand what's going on. I feel like I'm part of some long nightmare that just won't end.
But who were these people?
I don't know. I think that they were part of the federal government. I don't know who I can trust. I just need some time to sort things out.
Well, of course. You will stay here as long as you want. I'll make you something to eat. Why don't you go wash up now?
Yes?
He's here.
All right, we're on our way.
Here, I warmed this up for you.
Thanks, I'm starved. What are these, Mother?
Oh, I've just been having some health problems. I didn't want to bother you.
What sort of problems?
I didn't want you to worry.
What sort of problems, Mother?
Diabetes. I've been diagnosed with diabetes.
Let me see your insulin.
Whatever for? Richard, I don't know what's got into you.
You told them I was here.
Richard, there's still time. We'll talk to them.
Who are you?
Richard, wait! It's for your own good.
Hey, buddy, spare any change? Leave me alone! Get it. Have a nice day.
Coming, man, I'm coming.
Hey, Joey! Hey, how you doing, man?
There's no excuse. He should be dead by now.
We'll get him. Every agency's been alerted.
What if he remembers something before that? Practically forced him to the other side.
He won't remember who he is or what he's here for. Wanted by police? It's Richard Adams. Don't be frightened of me.
Senator, what are you doing here? They're looking everywhere for you.
Doctor, could I see your inner arms, please?
What?
Just let me take a please. I'm very sorry. I had to look. I just had to make sure that you didn't have any marks on your arms. You see, the men that took me from the hospital, at least one of them had track marks on his arms. Doctor, they tried to kill me.
They were federal agents. They work for you.
Did they say anything to you? Did they threaten you, pressure you in any way?
Yes, they spoke to me.
What did they say to you?
They said that I didn't see anything that I thought I saw.
Yes, but you knew what you saw, didn't you? Your reaction to those x-rays. You were as shocked as I was. That's why I assumed that you weren't one of them.
One of whom?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I can't trust anybody. I can't trust my friends, the police. I can't trust my mother. You're the only one I could think of to go to. You see, I'm part of something, Doctor, and I can't remember what it is. Please, you gotta help me, please.
Senator? Look, let me take you to the hospital. Let me examine you.
No, it's too public. There are too many people looking for me. Don't you have an office? Don't you have a private practice somewhere? Don't you want to know?
Know what?
Did you see what you really thought you saw in those x-rays?
All right. All right, I'll take you to my office.
Thank you.
It's closed for the weekend.
Thank you.
It's almost inconceivable. Those x-rays were right.
I'm not crazy.
No. But you're different. Very different. You have 2 extra brain lobes.
How is that possible?
I don't know yet. The front lobes are... well, they don't look human. You've sustained damage to the skull above the left front lobe. That might explain the headaches and some of the selective memory loss.
But what about my breathing? In my eyes, I can't focus. And I'm losing my hair by the fistful.
We'll get some more pictures. We'll try and find out what's going on. Let's start with a blood workup. You sit up?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Looks like you've been taking injections too.
Those are the same marks I told you about. My mother had those. And that agent, Power, I saw him when he gave me that shot.
What kind of shot?
I thought it was some kind of truth serum.
With all those track marks, I doubt it. But still. I don't know. We'll figure this out.
This is Kyle Haller's Eye on Washington. Still no word overnight on missing Senator Richard Adams of Idaho. Police and federal authorities have intensified their search throughout the Washington metropolitan area. Leaders of both parties are unanimous in their concern for the popular first-term lawmaker. In addition, his own party worries that without Senator Adams' strong support, his controversial energy bill will linger in subcommittee, at least until the cows come home.
It's okay. You'll be okay. Senator, as part of your work, did you ever volunteer for any government experiments?
No.
Something involving drugs, maybe, or exposure to radiation?
No. Why would I do that? I'm not some kind of lab rat.
What about genetic abnormalities? Is there anything like that in your family history?
No. What did you find?
Your urine is highly acidic. More so than I've ever seen. And your organs, I can only assume that some biological mutation has reshaped them somehow.
I was fine until the accident.
No, this isn't from the accident. I ran the specimen samples twice. Your blood is made largely up of methane. Even a little would be toxic. It must be what's poisoning you.
Those men injected me with something that they called a supplement. Maybe it was methane that keeps me alive. Whatever the injection was, it did make me feel better. Bauer said I take it all the time.
What? What is it? Where did they get it?
I don't know. Whatever it is, I must have some of it somewhere. Maybe at home.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Well, I gotta sneak into my apartment.
But you said there were men guarding your apartment.
I know, but I gotta get in there somehow. It's the only choice I got. I don't have any other choice.
Yes, you do. They won't be looking for me.
Stennis in there. They've been there for days now. And that's my apartment. 3rd floor, right by the elevator.
If this supplement is in there, I'll find it.
Check the bathroom. That's probably where I keep it. Doctor, why are you doing this?
I don't know. Senator Adams, my father was a general in the Marine Corps, World War II. I was raised to be very proud of my country, care about it like I care about my family. My father would turn over in his grave if I didn't help a United States senator who needed my help.
Where'd she come from? She look familiar to you?
Not really. Must be a neighbor.
Give me the shot now.
I want to test it first.
Oh, give it to me now.
We don't know what it is. It might kill you.
If you don't give it to me now, I'm dead.
How much did the man give you? Try and remember.
I don't know. Please.
Did he fill the syringe all the way?
I don't know, please. Oh.
I'm going to give you 5 cc's. If it works, I'll give you more. morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling?
Alive, for starters.
I had my doubts for a while there. I checked your vital signs through the night. They got stronger as your system absorbed the chemicals in that injection.
Where did this come from?
It was hidden in your medicine cabinet, along with everything else.
God, I don't know who I am anymore. And this chemical saved my life. What is it? Why do I need it?
It's a methane-based polymer with traces of ammonia and chlorine, and a substance that I couldn't identify. I tested it while you were sleeping. 1/10 of the dose I gave you would have killed somebody else.
But I'm feeling almost normal.
Obviously, your system needs methane. The eye drops were similar. I just wish I had more to go on, that's all. What about your mother? Did she say anything? Anything to give you a clue?
No, nothing. But the men who kept interrogating me, they kept asking me about my mission over and over. They kept saying, "What is my mission?"
What does that mean?
I don't know. I grew up in Idaho. My expertise is environmental. I keep trying to get an environmental bill passed in the Senate for a fuel additive. I made a speech at Sendrax right before the accident. I spent the morning with Dave Pettigrew. He's the VP of Product Development.
Maybe he can tell us something.
No, I'm not going to trust anybody outside of this room. Maybe I can find out without him.
Wait for me.
No, Doctor, no. This is the end of the line for you. I mean, thank you very much for all your help. But I got my strength back now. I don't want you taking any more risks.
Yes, you've got your strength back. But for how long? You may need me again, Senator Adams.
You're really enjoying all this cloak and dagger stuff, aren't you?
No. I just feel I have to see this through. It's my responsibility. All right, I admit my life's been a little boring up until now. But I have to know what this is all about. And you are going to need help. Senator?
Richard, come on.
How are we going to get in here without talking to anyone?
First option, let's try the front door. Hopefully nobody comes in on Sunday. Pettigrew's office is in the security wing. This way.
Great. I have a feeling this one won't be so easy.
Well, you never know. You never know. I used to have clearance. Maybe they haven't taken me off the authorized list yet. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Pull all the files on BE85. Impact studies, sales, projection.
What? What is it?
I don't know. My mother has one just like it.
Just a piece of modern art.
No, it has some sort of meaning.
Like what?
I don't know. Okay, come on, let's find out whatever we can. You take the files. I'll take the computer.
Okay. Look at all these clippings about endorsements for BE85. Looks like every name in Washington.
It's the kind of technology the politicians love. Very little downside.
Oh my God.
What?
This is a chemical breakdown for BE85. It's based on the same molecular compound as your supplement.
You mean a fuel additive has been keeping me alive?
A methane-based fuel additive.
What's this? Maybe some kind of environmental impact study.
Looks like you can advance the timeline.
I don't understand. All the studies said that it would burn clean, improve the air.
Apparently, it takes time for the emissions to catalyze in our atmosphere. They don't turn poisonous until years later.
Methane is becoming the dominant element in our air.
My God, it'll be unbreathable here in 30 years. And in 60, everything on this planet will be dead.
Maybe not everything. It might be what people like me need to survive.
What was that?
Some kind of power surge. Wait a minute. This is where they brought me from the hospital, where they interrogated me. I was sitting in this chair. Hey, turn on the other lights. Look.
There it is again. Maybe it does mean something.
Sounds like whatever's drawing all that power is through here. Oh boy.
Who's there?
Senator. Thank goodness you're alive. What are you doing here?
Trying to find some answers, Dave. Maybe you can help us.
Why didn't you call me? Washington's got the search dogs out for you. Who's this?
What's the mission, Dave? To destroy the atmosphere.
What? What are you talking about?
Isn't that what you kept asking me? About the mission to mandate BE85? To poison the air with methane?
Senator, you've been under a lot of strain.
What's this thing, Dave? What's in there?
Don't you recognize him? That's your replacement.
Are you telling me that that thing is alive?
Come on, Richard. You know it's one of us. Don't you understand? You're betraying your own kind.
What kind? What am I?
You were transformed in a tank like this one. So was I. And all the others that have come to resettle this planet. There are many of us here, like yourself, in powerful positions.
Well, now there's gonna be one less.
No! What are you doing?
entire race is counting on you.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes. You remember?
What? What is it?
It's home. It's a globe of his planet. And your planet, Richard. It's called Torsha.
It's not my planet.
Accept it, Richard. Accept who you are.
What you say is true. Why are we poisoning this planet?
To terraform it for our own kind. To make the air breathable for us.
But I can breathe it just fine. So can you.
Not without the supplement. That'll take another 60 years. The syndrome you're suffering from can be corrected.
What is the syndrome you're talking about?
Xoric syndrome. You have human brain lobes implanted in your head, pushing your natural lobes up front, making them vulnerable to head trauma. It's the only flaw in our technology.
But I remember growing up in Idaho. Not some strange planet.
You and your mother resettled in Idaho when you were a child. Your memory of your life before that, of your real home, and everything connected to it, was in your frontal lobes. Let us take you home. It can be repaired.
What about Leslie?
What do you think? You exposed us to her.
So we just eliminate her and move on?
Yes.
Take this. If he moves, shoot him.
I think I can handle that.
Your father would be proud.
What are you doing?
Well, they tried to use the media against me. It's time I straighten things out.
Oh, you can't call the press. How do you know who to trust?
The one who's the biggest pain in the ass. Kyle Haller, please. Tell him Senator Richard Adams is calling. Haller never cut the BE-85 plan any slack at all. He can't be one of them.
Are you willing to risk your life on that?
Yeah, and yours too. Hey, Kyle, how you doing? Yeah, it's good to be back. Well, that's a little complicated, Kyle, but I got a BE-85 story that I know you're gonna want to hear. 20 minutes, Wasina Park. And Kyle, don't bring the news crew with you. It's okay. I got it.
Richard! Oh my God!
I thought he was going for a gun.
He's pushed some kind of alarm. Come on, we have to get out of here. Come on.
Senator, you alone? Yeah, why? Because I'm trusting you with my life. Flattered, thanks. Yeah. Sendrax's BE-85 files, all of them. Is there something in here we haven't seen before? Oh, yeah, plenty.
It'll just be a couple of minutes.
So, what will you do? Where will you go?
Once Kyle's report airs, the authorities are going to round up the rest of my kind. They'll undoubtedly want to find me. Maybe it's better if you don't know where I am.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
You too.
Airport, please. And would you turn on your radio?
Of course, all of us are shocked. Kyle Haller was a greatly loved and respected journalist here in Washington. Once again, Kyle Haller was found murdered in downtown Washington. The FBI has been called into the case. Sources tell us that the chief suspect is a local doctor named Leslie McKenna.
Driver, turn around. We gotta go back.
Oh no.
People have long feared invasion by forces from other worlds. If that horror comes to pass, our leaders will stand as our first line of defense. Unless, of course, our leaders themselves are the invaders.